Welcome. I was just trying to put some technical issues together here. Because for long, since September 2023, we haven't been here live. Facebook said we need to put some stuff together before. So I just been clicking here and there, punching in some information as well. But yes, this is bits and pieces. Okay, let me say good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. Been a long time, at least. September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah. Been a long time, anyway. Right. Facebook, where are we? Stop giving me problem, man. Stop giving me trouble. Where are we? All right, it's a pleasure to be here. We're hoping that we're gonna kick the ball rolling today, and we will find a time, appropriate time, of course, that we'll be here regularly live. Hopefully, regularly live. Yeah, yes, we will be here regularly live. Today on Bit and Pieces, let me see. I'm just going to talk about the ongoing bickering about appointments, who should be appointed, who shouldn't be appointed, and so forth, so on. Because a lot of folks that are out there who are thinking that without them being appointed in this rescue mission government, no one else should be appointed. Am I being loud and clear? Am I being heard? Those of you that are watching, I see May and see Solomon Kabi, and I see Alex. Please give me a feedback if you're hearing me. Of course, we've been away for a long time, so we're trying to put our houses in order first. Facebook been telling me to click here, click there, put this in, put that in, before we can start the live show. So we're still doing things as we go along. But if you're hearing me, please let me know. Just type in there that you hear me loud and clear. And so in the meantime, I'll keep talking anyway. I'll keep talking. So today, it's actually the 3rd of February 2024, and since September, like I said, we've been off, making sure that indeed we play our part to kick the rogue government out of power. The rogue government of President George, of former President George, we are out of power, and usher in new administration under the leadership of His Excellency Joseph Boakai Senior. And so now that the government is in power, and appointments are ongoing, not even 1% of government positions or governmental positions have been occupied. People are complaining, partisans are complaining, why opposition, people from the opposition bloc are also kind of teasing partisans of the Unity Party, and of course, family of the rescue mission team. But here we are. I think it was on the 2nd, that was said yesterday, the 2nd of February 2024. I saw a video online in which a ruling party, or the governing party, I hate to use the word ruling party, or in fact, it is a responsible government. A governing party, Unity Party chair, led a protest outside the president's home over jobs. Yes, that's what I'm told. Over jobs. Yes, I've been seeing comments in chat rooms of the Unity Party where partisans, supporters, and sympathizers are complaining of jobs, or about jobs, that some of them are saying that they should be in those positions, or their family members should be in those positions, rather than the people that have been appointed. And there has been disenchantments in these chat rooms, something that I personally do have problems with. Yes, I do have problem with this issue of complaining, this issue of bickering at this very early stage of this government, when in fact less than 1% of the entire appointments in government is being done. Less than 1%. The only ministry that so far that have gone about maybe 78% or 80% in terms of appointments is the Ministry of Gender, Social and Children Protection. The Ministry of Gender. But the rest of the ministries are yet to be touched. are yet to be touched. We haven't come to agencies, autonomous agencies. No. We haven't even come uh, to institutions that are supposed to be heard by chairmen, vice chairmen, you know, institutions that are supposed to be headed by directors, deputy directors, assistant directors, and so forth and so on. We haven't even come there. And I am seeing these guys, hugely disenchanted. These Confucianist people. Some of them are complaining that indeed the jobs or those that are being appointed are not Liberians. Let me say so, yes, because they are complaining that majority of the people are from abroad, Liberians who have been living abroad. And I'm asking myself, and asking them as well, are they not Liberians? Are they people from Madagascar? Are they all from the Comoros Island? Come on. For some of you, you have been campaigning together with me. We have been campaigning against the former governing body of the CDC, the ruling CDC, of their mischievous behaviors, misrules. And you wanted them out. You decided to boot them out because you thought that a second chance or second term of the CDC-led government will plunge the nation into serious anarchy. For some of us, many of you as well, you sacrifice everything. Yes, that's including abandoning your family members for some times and taking on the campaign garments. You spend your money, spend your resources, ensuring that indeed the rescue mission is brought to power. I am sure, of course I'm sure, that you never ever signed an agreement or MOU with the Unity Party or the rescue mission team, that the campaign you are running, the advocacy you are doing, you will be rewarded with a piece of job in government. I wasn't told that. I didn't push for that. I didn't sign any MOU with the Unity Party or the rescue mission team that if at all the rescue mission team happened to come to power, I should get a piece of the cake. No, I never did that. We never went into that. And no political party would be naive to even make such a promise. I've not seen it. And people who even come in with support, whether it's financial or whatever it is, to the party, won't tell the standard bearer or the leadership of the party that I am giving you the support, but if you win, this is the position I want. No, I've I've never seen that. But here we are. People are now complaining that they are not being appointed. People are now complaining that their family members are not being appointed. Like, really? Why should we all fake everything? What I would continue to tell anybody is that for me, in my own little corner, yes, I did give up everything. But not a day I told anybody that if you win, if the party happen to win, I need a piece of the cake. No. My intention was to fight and fight and fight and kick the criminals out. And then usher in this government led by His Excellency Joseph Nyumabuakai Sr. To me, the mission is accomplished. My mission is accomplished. I am happy that indeed the CDC-led government is out. The rogue government is out. I'm happy that indeed those who plunge this nation into problems that will take this government 2-3 years to solve are out. The corrupt officials who were sanctioned, and because of their corruption, this nation is being regarded as a rogue state to many other countries. They are out. And I think that all of you should embrace this and stop their bickering about jobs. This is not what you fought for anyway. No. You shouldn't run campaign because you say you want, because at the end of the day you should get a job, a piece of job or so. So that's why I was really, really taken aback. I was really taken aback. I was hugely flabbergasted when I saw the chairman of the governing party leading a protest outside of the president's house, president's home, and private office, in the quest of asking questions about appointments and jobs. Come on, man. That is why I posted and I asked questions today. Is he now the chairman of the governing party, Unity Party? Doesn't the Unity Party have a constitutional or constituted body known as the National Executive Committee? What's wrong with you calling an emergency meeting as a party chairman? What's wrong? Of the NEC, the National Executive Committee, call them to an emergency meeting. What's wrong? But to take a bunch of people, some of them are Confucianists, and lead them and say we are going to protest. To me, it was a miscalculated idea and it shouldn't have happened. Me being the chairman of this unity party with such a power as, in fact, the number one person on the National Executive Committee board, I wouldn't have done that. No way. No amount of pressure would have gotten me to that point of me leading a protest and calling out one job, we want jobs and things, when in fact this government hasn't gone anywhere in terms of appointments. And I say, and I will repeat, less than 1% so far of appointments have been done. Come on, man. You have so many ministries yet to be touched. So many autonomous agencies to be touched. And most of these positions, some of them, appointments will be done by the president himself upon recommendations from the vetting team or other people. Yes, including the chairman himself. And then ministries, especially ministers, will also do appointment, in-house appointments at those various ministries. Confirmation hearing just started anyway. So what is the essence of the protest anyway? Are you not confusing the whole thing? Are you not sending a wrong signal? Let me read this, courtesy to the front page Africa. On yesterday, February 2nd, 2024, Liberia, the headlines. Ruling Unity Party chair leads protest outside president's home over jobs. Painesville City. The scramble for jobs in the newly minted Liberian government is taking a tilted turn of surprises for many of the die-hard supporters who helped President Boakai get elected. Supporters of the party's chairman, Reverend Luther Tape, assembled in front of the president's home Friday to inquire why Tape and other partisans have not been appointed so far. This is interesting. Some supporters who gathered in front of the president's compound carried placards before entering his fence. The partisans say the decision by President Boakai not to announce the name is counterproductive to the massive work that he put during the election to ensure the triumphant during the 2023 presidential election. Angry supporters expressed their grievances and could be heard requesting that Boakai withdraws some of the names nominated to be replaced by the party's chairman, Tape. Some of the names appointed. Some of the names nominated to be replaced by the party's chairman, Tape. So some. Among some of the names, drawing surprise, is the appointment of the National Port Authority of a relative unknown Sekou Dukle, who some partisans say was not active on a campaign trail to get the president elected. Or some partisans told Front Page Africa that Dukle has not work experience in government or port management to get such a high-profile job. Dukle is said to be in the barrel shipping business between Liberia and the US. Both he and James Bernard, who was named as Deputy Managing Director for Administration, are said to be close friends of President Boakai's son, Jojo. Reverend Tapes is said to be one of those who had interest in the post at the National Port Authority, the gateway to Liberia. Others also feeling left out are Stephen Yekison, Robert Pade, and Wally, all said to have interest in the job at the port. So the port is not small thing there. Must I come and develop interest now? On Friday, the UP chairman addressing supporters frowned on the ill-fated manner in which some stewards and supporters of the party are being treated. Said Chairman Tappe, quote, calling on the ordinary people who brought about this revolution for your upliftment, and no human born of a human will hijack this revolution, unquote. Reverend Tappe emphasized, quote, people made that strive with their own lives. They made it for their families. Most of you in this, not for yourselves. It is for your children's children. You are in this for. And it is too early for people who did not witness what happened. Unquote. Reverend Tappe wondered, quote, where were they when we were in the poo-poo water? Reverend Tappe averred that despite President Boakai having the power to appoint, and it is his constitutional right, everyone paid the price for him to become president. The UP chairman disclosed that he is not dismayed by not being appointed, but said if the president would change his mind for any service, he is available. Reverend Tappe cautioned the Liberian leader and others to be reminded that it would no longer be business as usual, as he urged supporters to go at the home of the president and exercise their democratic right. Chairman Tappe urged supporters who are gathered in the president's compound to go at President Boakai's house and demand to see him. Said Reverend Tappe, quote, nobody thought that the Unity Party was going to win this election. No, I was confident that indeed the Unity Party was going to win the election. Anyway, even in the first round, yes. Ordinary people like you took on the challenge in your communities, and some of you were threatened, he said. The clergyman maintained, quote, some of you lost everything. I'm here. I lost my house, and I nearly lost my family for this same JMB presidency. Now that he is president, we will want him to succeed. It is too early. I know how you feel, but it is also your right to go there and tell him how you people are feeling, unquote. Reverend Tappe added, quote, if he will change his mind for any service, we are here. But let JMB and any Liberian leaders be reminded that it is no longer business as usual, unquote. Chairman Tappe further stated, going forward, Liberian leaders must know that the main voices are the people, and when the people are not happy, the leader will not succeed. He said, quote, I want to say to you, go there. You must demand that you want to see the president. When it was time for the campaign, he came to you. He says, you make me president. You will see what I will do. And you gave him the mandate. Unquote. Despite Reverend Tappe's rants, Front Page Africa has learned that President Boakai has reportedly been angered over the manner in which more than US 300,000 intended for partisans to celebrate his election in the counties or the spares. His district was due to receive US 5,000 each for the celebration. The money total US 365,000. Some county chairs complained that the US 1,000 was taken from each of the district money by the leadership of the party. Now, let me get back to the drawing table here. For me, like I said at the beginning, I am taken aback and hugely flabbergasted the stance in which the chairman have taken. Me being in his shoes, I wouldn't have led a protest. I wouldn't have encouraged these young people to have done this. But rather, I would have actually convened an emergency meeting of the National Executive Committee of the Unity Party, in which, of course, the president and still standard bearer of the party would have attended, and all other executive committee members would have attended. And then questions would have been raised at that particular meeting. Concerns would have been raised at that particular meeting. But to leave such a leadership scenario behind and then constitute or encourage protest was completely a miscalculated thoughts. Yes, hugely miscalculated by the chairman. Some of those chat rooms that I am in of the Unity Party, the president never even started appointing people. People started with disenchantment in the party in the chat rooms. Me, I want this position. If I don't get this position, you know, I will call for protest. Me, I want my father. I want my chief to have this position. If he or she is not appointed, definitely I will lead a protest. People started writing nonsense in those chat rooms, when in fact the government has not even started to operate. The president hasn't even started to appoint. The vetting team hasn't even started to submit names to the president. And I'm wondering here as well, whether indeed the chairman is not part of the vetting team of the Unity Party. Obviously, there should be a vetting team. Yes, people will bring names, recommendations, and things. But a responsible governing party must and should have a vetting team that will scrutinize all of the CVs, curriculum vitaes, and other concerns of individuals who are being recommended. Now, failure on the part of such establishment to be established by the governing party, I blame the chairman as well. If none of such exist, then the party chairman should take the blame as well. Yes. So since then, you knew that you were coming in government. You were already stepping in the shoes of the past government. You never ever put your houses in order. Huh? We might not be like the British system of governing, wherein the party of the day is in power and then the main opposition party will have what they call shadow ministers. The governing party in the UK, the governing party, for example, if they have the Minister of Internal Affairs, the main opposition political party will also have the shadow, they call it shadow Minister of Internal Affairs. Now, these people have been prepared that as soon as they come to power, the shadow minister will become minister proper. Now, we don't have such a system, but at the same time, as a responsible party, especially when you are referred to as a main opposition political party, then you should, before even campaign start or by the time campaign starts or so, you begin to approach your partisans and start your vetting right there. Those who have interest in becoming ministers, directors, and things, names are taken down, and the vetting can even start right there. That by the time you take over as a government, you won't have problem in terms of appointments. You will start right there. Now, if all of these, were not in place, then the entire National Executive Committee of the Unity Party, which is headed by the chairman of the party, must take the blame, must accept the blame. Because you should have put in your house in order. Long sense. Long sense. You should have. But here we are. Just a couple of days into power. The disenchantments is way up. Just a couple of days in power, you're having protest. Couple of days in power when you haven't even done, your party, your governing party hasn't even done 1% of appointments. It's only because the position I wanted has been given to somebody else. And so I have to be disenchanted. What's wrong with the National Port Authority? Yes, I agree that whoever they sent at that National Port Authority, like other ministries and agencies, that individuals should be not only a bona fide member of the Unity Party, but rather somebody who is patriotic, somebody who will be there for the interests of the Liberian people and the children, the future generations. Because we know the National Port Authority is a gateway to Liberia's economy. Whoever we sends there must work in the interest of the people of Liberia. I want to call on the leadership of the governing party through the chairman of the party, Reverend Luther Tabe, to address these issues by convening a meeting of the National Executive Committee of the Unity Party. Protests are not the way forward in your house. Yeah, in your house. You have the power to summon the entire membership of the party, especially the National Executive Committee members. Yes, you can call them to a meeting and you say this is an emergency meeting. And they will attend, including the president-elect, including the president, who is still the standard bearer of the party. You can even call this meeting at your house, and the president will come there. You can even call this meeting at the party's headquarters, and the president will come there. But to leave such a responsible governing system behind and constitute a protest, it's bad leadership. Yeah, it's bad leadership. And you have to help these young people as well in the chat rooms and things, how to really respond to some of them. Help them, to educate them. Tell them the truth. We have so many openings yet. So many. The president, like I said, just less than 1% of appointments have been done. Ministers are yet to take their positions as well to begin appointing people at the various ministries. Directors and chairmen are also the same. They are yet to take positions and then begin to appoint people. And then you hear supporting protests when in fact you have power in your hands and you have a constituted leadership power of the party in your hands to summon the entire executive committee members. Summon them. The president will definitely attend. I'm not here to take any side. Yesterday, I sat down here, countless of hours. Myself risked everything. People can count on me for that. Some people even thought that I was living in Liberia. I would leave my family and go, get on a plane, risk everything. I would go here and there, using my platforms, selling the ideologies of the Unity Party. I can't complain now. No. I didn't sign any contract with the Unity Party. Mr. Chairman, I didn't. From 2014 or so, I started pushing for the presidency of His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai Sr. 2017. My bank account went in the red zone. I emptied everything. I'm not counting on that. If the administration of President George were, those young boys and young girls were going to be patriotic indeed and work in the interest of the Liberian people. And I am seeing vocational training institutions being heavily sponsored. Seeing the University of Liberia being second to none in West Africa under his regime, I would have even given him a second term. But because of the massive corruption I saw, I decided to say no. I will sacrifice everything. But that sacrifice I did does not mean I sign a contract with the Unity Party. Like if you come to power, I want a piece of job. I want a piece of that cake. No. All I want to see is for this, how do you call it, this rescue mission government to succeed, to have to have men and women, Liberians, men and women who are qualified, who are patriotic, who will put Liberia first, who will take integrity as their worst enemies, to begin working in the interest of all of us. That's all I want to see. Somebody coming here, oh, they didn't give me this job. I wanted this particular job. My heart was on this job, but the job has been given to somebody also. That's not the way. Are they not Liberians? Are they not? Did they not spend as well? The same way I spent? The same way you spent? Yeah, some sat down in America, in Canada, and across Europe like myself, who they couldn't go to Liberia, but indeed their money was going into your party every day, every time and then. Some of them were controlling the online contribution, in fact. I raised thousands of dollars. I helped with the election process. So even me, for some of you, if I have not been going to Liberia or up and down, but then I have emptied my entire account in the UK just to make sure that the Unity Party is elected. So you're going to tell me as well, if I'm going to get a piece of the cake, you tell me that, oh, Max didn't contribute because he didn't come on the ground, he didn't go in the trenches or so. So you shouldn't get a piece of the cake. Am I not a Liberian? Just stop this, man. Just stop this. Just stop this. It's shameful for the protest. Yes, it was hugely shameful yesterday. And I know by now many of you, those of you leaders who led that protest yesterday, will be burying your heads in the sand, like the British would say. It is unfortunate. But for me, I'm not here to take any side. I will speak the truth, and I will speak it. If you don't want to be friends with me, that's it. Because Lucky Dubie already said it. And I believe it. That if you stand for the truth, you will always stand alone. I don't care. I said it when Ma Ellen was in power. I said it when George Weah was in power. And today again, I will continue. I will speak the truth. Your concerns may be valid, yes. That you are concerned about the appointments being made or so. Let me put aside that you, the chairman, your interest at the national port has been compromised. Let me put that aside. Your concerns, that these appointments are not to your tastes, but at the same time, your steps to counter your arguments are wrong. You shouldn't have led this protest. The process should have been done, how to call it, professionally, administratively, and responsibly, by virtue of you citing an emergency meeting of the National Executive Committee of the Unity Party, and then address the issue. Address the issue, but not protest. Not with a protest. I'm going to stop here today, and of course, by the grace of God, like I said, hopefully, we will be regular. Thank you.